Helping Hands International. H2I Touching Lives. H2I Empowering People. I remain my humble self, Chukwuka Obeleagu, and today we'll be talking on the topic follow up training, okay, part 1. The reason why I'm still dwelling on follow up is because a lot of us are scared or or are confused on how to go about following up on a prospect without being, pressuring the prospect or, you know, um, you know, with the things we experience when we call a prospect, they don't pick your call, they don't return your call, they stop replying, they stop replying to your messages and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people are now wondering, okay, how do I do follow up without being too offensive? How do I do follow up without being aggressive? Okay, so that's why I'm taking my time on follow up, and that's why I decided to break it into parts. And the first part is, first of all, qualifying the prospect who looked at your opportunity into a lead, and now categorizing them into three categories of leads. So, which is what I'm going to do now in the next slide. So, I'll start with the definition. We all know what follow up is. Follow up is simply doing what you say you will do, like keeping up with the appointment, making the calls, okay, setting the appointment, creating the next exposure for your prospect. Okay, when I say exposure, I mean things like the opportunity video, okay, testimonies, pictures from events. Okay, now prospect is someone who needs the services and the business opportunity of your organization. Our organization is Helping Hands International. Now, the word need is very important when it comes to prospecting, because somebody has to be open-minded, okay, enough for them to look at your opportunity, and maybe they're looking for a source of extra income. So it's very important. You need to qualify your prospect. One of the best recruits I have last month, who is just stepped into stage 2, okay, came out of a need that she just graduated from school and needs to, you know, go learn a skill or something. That's how we now got to this point, and she's now moving. She's a very great student, and she's learning, and she's putting in the works and the time despite the rejection and everything. So it's very important you identify there is a need when prospecting. Okay, so let me not dwell on that and move on to lead. Who is a lead? Now, a lead is somebody, or is a prospect who showed up to the seminar or looked at your opportunity. Okay, for the person to take out his time to show up to a seminar, okay, canceling every other appointment to be there at the seminar, or they took out their time to read the long detailed information on the Helping Hands International and spent their data watching the video, the compensation plan video. Okay, if anybody goes through that to look at your opportunity, okay, the person automatically is a lead. So that's why you have to pay good attention to a lead. Now, once the person look at your opportunity, 3 things are likely to happen. Is that they are going to be interested. It's likely that if they are going to be interested, and they will sign up immediately, maybe within the month, depending on how their cash flow is, whether they have savings or do not have savings, where they are working, whether they are civil servants or businessmen. Okay, that's the first category of a lead. Okay, this is one thing that was likely to happen. 2, something else that is likely to happen is that the person is interested but has excuses not to sign up immediately. Either no money, no time, I don't think I can do it, need my wife and husband consent, stuff like that. Then 3, the worst that can happen is that person says, I'm not interested. Okay, so let me refresh. 3 things are likely to happen when a prospect looks at your opportunity. It's either they are interested and signs up immediately within a month or even within 2 months. Okay, let me just keep 2 months free window depending on the cash flow. Okay, maybe they saw it in September and they are going to pay them in first week of October. Okay, the cash flow very important. That's why you have to listen to your prospect to understand their profile them. Okay, during your conversation with them, profile them to know what they do, what's their cash flow like. uh are they people who are focused on consuming rather or people focused on buying assets. Okay, very key. So so the second category of people that you're likely going to meet during follow-up is those who will tell you they are interested. Okay, after looking at the opportunity, they say, hey man, I love this, great stuff, I'm interested, but I have challenges. Okay, most times the challenges are genuine, most times they are not. Most times they are interested, but they're not willing to do what it takes to, make the sacrifice within that period to take advantage of the opportunity. Okay, because it takes making you sacrifice of $40. Okay, for you to join the opportunity. Then there are people who say not interested. Okay, there could be so many reasons. Either they've done it before, it didn't work out with them, or they didn't like the experience they had when they were amateurs in building their business. Okay, so they quit without trying to learn. Or some people will feel like people's opinion, and when you ask them why they say network marketing don't work, it doesn't work, they will give you tons of excuses. Meanwhile, they haven't done network marketing before. They are even registered for one. Okay, so let me focus on the first category of leads. Now, once you're done with the presentation or shown the person the information through your WhatsApp, whatever medium you use for your presentation, and the person tells you, I'm interested and I want to sign, I'm interested. Okay, normally your closing remark should be, hey, do you have any other question? I hope you like the presentation. They say yes, it's interesting. Okay, does it mean you're interested? Do you have any questions? Are you ready to get started? Do you have any question? Are you ready to get started? Straight to the point. Okay, so that they don't have so much option to depend on, so much option to now run around with. Okay, limit their option. Is that they have questions or they're ready to get started? Okay, automatically also gives you an easy, it helps you qualify the prospect faster. Okay, helps you qualify the prospect faster. Okay, so once I ask them the question, the person will be like, okay, it's interesting, but I'll ask you again. I'll ask the person again, are you really interested? And they'll be like, okay, either yes or a no. Okay, so once the person tells me yes, mostly there's going to be one or two questions. Why? Because we are all humans. Okay, when we are trying to start something anew, okay, we will tend to be, there's this fear of trying to enter into a new environment or trying to do a new thing. So you tend to ask a lot of questions to support your decision to join Helping Hands International. So it's normal for a prospect to still ask you a question despite the fact that you've sent them the frequently asked question, or despite the fact that you explained everything to them very well. Okay, so once they ask you the questions and they are okay, they don't have any further question, you ask them again, so are you ready to get started? They either tell you yes or no, or whatever it is they tell you. But the most important thing is this: once somebody tells you they're interested and they fall within the category of the ones that are going to sign up immediately, what they're going to do is that yes, they're going to sign up. Instead they tell you, okay, send me the information I will need to sign up. Okay, you now send them the basic information needed for the sign up. Some will tell you, okay, see what will happen. We are being paid at the end of the month. Remind me at the end of the month. I'll sign up at the end of the month. Okay, to also save yourself energy in trying to know what category of leads they fall into. You send the person the basic information needed for them to sign up. Now, somebody who is really interested and falls in within the category of interested and signing up immediately, okay, will respond to you with that information at least within a week. Okay, they'll get back to you with the information within a week. They'll send you the basic details needed for their sign up, and they give you a time frame for them to sign up, for them to meet up with the cash aspect of it. Okay, so that's what I do. I get them to commit by giving me their information, and now get them to now set an appointment with me on when they will pay the money into the account I will provide for them. Okay, so that's about the first category of people. So the questions you ask them and the information needed for sign up, the information needed for sign up that is sent to them is what is going to actually qualify them, okay, into either being interested and sign up immediately, or interested but has excuses. Okay, so and when it gets to that time, if they don't sign up if they're not sign up immediately with you, or they tell you, okay, by Friday I will pay in, you send them the account details and they tell you by Friday they'll pay in. What you now do is on Thursday evening call them and do a reminder. On Monday morning, do a call and also remind. If you don't hear anything from them by 12, give them a call the next day. The very day they say they will pay in. If they told you Friday, call them on Thursday evening. If they don't see anything by Friday afternoon, give them a call too. Okay? So that once they sign up, register them immediately, send them their user details, plug them into the WhatsApp group, send them the strategies you use for your business, and you get to work. So, straight to the second category of leads. Like I said in the first category, once somebody has seen your opportunity and you ask them a closing question like, do you have any questions? Or are you ready to get started? Or you can go this way, just to not to be too direct. You can be, hey, hope you interested, right? Or maybe hope you like the presentation, hope you like what you see. Okay, and if they're like, yes, I like what I see. Okay, do you have any questions? Are you ready to get started? Okay, now this question you ask them will give you two answers. Either they say yes or they say no. And once they say no, they fall in within this category of interested uh, but have excuses. Okay, so when they say no, okay, ask them what challenge do they have. They will be like, oh, it's not I'm not interested. I'm interested. I like the business opportunity, but I don't have the money right now, or I don't have the time. I don't think I can do it. Need my wife or husband consent, etc. We all know the whole objections we receive. Okay, when you're speaking to a prospect who have looked at the opportunity and they told you they're not ready to start out right away. So in this case now, how do you follow up on this case? Now, majority of our prospects, or majority of the leads, or majority of people who looked at our opportunity were falling within this category of leads. Okay, if you have 100%, let's use 100% people, 100% of people looked at your opportunity, we're going to have about 80% of them within this category of interested but has excuses, or maybe excuses not to sign up immediately. Okay, then 10% will go to interested and sign up immediately. 10% will go to not interested at all. Okay, and for people within interested but have excuses, how do you go about following up on them? Okay, they are the ones that will tell you, okay, next month, okay, next week, let me think about it, stuff like that. So what I normally do for these people is, for this category of leads, is that when I ask them questions to confirm they are really really interested. Okay, and most times I tell them, hey, it's okay if you're not interested. Okay, I understand that. I just want to know if you're really really interested, because if it's money or if it's time issue, or you're still thinking about it, hey, I can totally understand that. Okay, that way your prospect is relaxed and know that okay, if they're genuine prospects, if they're genuine, if they're not liars, okay, they'll understand the fact that okay, you're being you're playing, you have empathy for them, but you're ready to help them out. Okay, this is one thing that makes a difference in our business. We have to become people of value. We have to become people of value because most people, okay, because of the background and our education system and the how we were raised, most people find it hard to think they can do something apart from the status quo of trying to get a job and stuff like that. Okay, and because it's a business that you build, okay, most people already have the mindset of they can do something. So it's up to you for you to lead the prospect to sign up. Okay, and mostly when someone tells me no money, what I tell them is this: okay, when do you think you will have the money? Okay, when do you think you're going to have the money? They'll say, I have this project going on, I have that project going on. Okay, see what will happen. Call me so date. Let's say third week of the month, or maybe check out. Maybe by December, I'll give you a feedback. You get what I'm saying? So these are the people that will tell you. They will give you definitely a time frame. Okay, your job, okay, during following up is to ask a lot of questions so that they will be the one to set an appointment for you. So when they set the appointment for you, like most people, when they once they tell me, I don't try to argue with them, I don't try to force them to bring out the money because hey, it's a relationship business. So most importantly, I want them to buy me so that they can easily make up the decision to join the opportunity, rather than feeling that you ask them some question that make them feel bad. You know, the normal overcoming the how to handle objections that we all know. That for those of us who have watched Matt Morris and Todd Falcon, all those guys, Eric Worre. So, but what I'm advising you to do here is this: simply ask them intelligence questions like, okay, when do you think you have the money? So we'll be like, okay, I'll call you. When you get that reply, simply tell them, okay, see what will happen. If I don't hear from you in a week's time, I'll give you a call just to check on you to know how you're doing. Is that okay with you? And they'll be like, okay, no problem. Some will even tell you, okay, no, call me the upper one, call me end of the month. Okay, so it's up to us to ask intelligent questions that will get them to commit and set an appointment with us so that we'll be able to follow up on them. So once they give you this date, okay, or once they give you any of this response, you can go to your diary and write it down, especially the no money excuse. Go to your diary either first week of December, third week of October, whatever time frame they give to you. Okay, or if they don't give to you, set one for them. Okay, and let them know, ask them if it's okay with them. If they give you go ahead, no problem. When you call on that period, you're not disturbing because they gave consent and they know that you're going to call. Even when they don't know, when they see your call, they know that yes, two of you discuss something. If you start avoiding your call, that means it's bad on your own side. Okay, so you don't feel like you're disturbing anybody because they set the appointment, and when they don't pick, do them a text. Okay, so what are people that told you no time? I get this a lot because a lot of people who actually have the money to do, maybe the multiple accounts and stuff like that, they don't have the time. Either they are busy bankers or doctors or so busy that they don't focus, or they multitask a lot that they can't properly focus. So what do you do in this essence? It's simply by providing value to them. Okay, there are so many internet marketing strategy, even Facebook marketing strategy, okay, or lead generation strategy that your prospects can simply with money, okay, run advert on Facebook and get prospects to hand over their phone number to them. And all they have to do is simply call them in the comfort of their home, maybe within the 1 hour they set for themselves, or 30 minutes they set for themselves to do the business. Okay, my own is not doing it 24 hours. My own is doing it the number of hours you choose for yourself. So if you choose 1 hour for yourself, you are going to have to do it consistently. If you chose 30 minutes in a day, be consistent about it. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. So that when you offer them value, like, okay, what if I can show you a strategy that doesn't affect your work? Okay, that is that doesn't affect your work, that doesn't even take much of your time. All you have to do is maybe choose whether it's 1 hour in a day or 30 minutes in a day, and be consistent in it. And all you have to do is just sit on your phone, use the same Facebook that use WhatsApp to your advantage. Okay, and you don't have to worry about going to too much seminars or sending your prospect to seminars. But if you know how to use your online, you can get them to look at your opportunity. So it's all about providing value for them. Okay, when somebody tells you no time, provide value for them upfront. Okay, provide value for them upfront, so that when they now see that, okay, you have a strategy that can make sure that okay, even without having time, they can still run their business from their smartphone or their tablet or their laptop. Okay, it's very crucial. Then for the people who say, I don't think I can do this, simply tell them, okay, what if I can show you a strategy, okay, that will guide you and that will help you out, get across to people. Because people, the one thing people are scared of in this business is talking to their fellow persons. They can gist and talk about any other thing, but when it comes to telling them about the business, they start feeling shy. They start thinking, what will my friends say? What would they say? That I'm in network marketing, networking. Okay, they start feeling as if what we are doing is how do I call it, waste removal business, or which business doesn't have how do I call it, credibility, or something, like we are criminals or something like that. So yeah, it's just their ignorance. But when people say, I don't think I can do it, what do you do in this essence? It's simply um, get them to like understand that, hey, it's not as hard as you think it is. Okay, it's simple, it's not easy, but it's neither very hard. Just you being consistent with the strategy that is going to be given to you, so that even if you don't have to call somebody on the phone, okay, and start telling them about the business, you can simply do attraction marketing formula. So many online marketing strategies that will get them to hand over the details to you, and simply by using WhatsApp and phone call just to conclude the business. So it's online real time. Okay, the person will now see that you have added value, you have extra value that will make sure the person can do the business. Okay, but if they still insist that they can't do the business, my brothers, my sisters, don't break your head over that. Okay, it's their own self-limiting limit. I'm sorry. I mean, it's their own self-limiting belief that is affecting them. So what you do is put them on a 3 month window, 3 months window, and give them a call after 3 months, or a month, or 2 months. It all depends on you. Okay, but if you have a very sizable list of prospects, okay, people you are prospecting, you have a sizable list of people who are leads who you are following up on. Trust me, if you give somebody a 3 months window, okay, it won't seem far, because you'll be busy all this while till you get to that 3 months. Okay, and when it gets to that point, and what you do afterwards, you've written your diary 3 months from now. Like some people have placed them in January. Okay, some have placed them in February, some have placed them in December, and I'll call them in December. Okay, when you do it that way, it gives you space for you to focus on others. And when it happens that way, what you now do in essence is you plug them to somewhere where they can see your activities. Okay, find a way to be active, or find a way to keep in touch with them or stay in touch with them. I stay in touch with my blog because I share the links of my blog to people, to my contacts. Okay, so that it will make sure that Chukwuka Obeleagu is always in their subconscious. Okay, so you find a way to, keep exposing them through to the testimonies of Helping Hands International, to the events that happen in Helping Hands International, so that they will build their interest level and push themselves to take a decision to join. Okay, same thing applies to the person that says, I need to talk to my wife or my husband to get consent, blah blah. To get consent, all you have to do is simply, okay, get them to give you a time frame of when they will talk to their husband or wife. Call them afterwards and know their interest level. If they're still interested, fine. Get them to give you an appointment of when they will sign up. Send them the details needed for their sign up. And on that fateful day, call them before. And on that day, they will pay you. Call them by noon if you haven't heard anything from them. Now, to the last category of leads, okay, people that said, hey, I'm not interested. Okay, all this networking thing, I'm not interested. My dear, they're only 10% of them. For me, I've only met two very, very smart people who suffer from analysis paralysis that have told me not interested, or asked me a lot of questions and end up telling me not interested because they don't tend to understand how it works and everything, or maybe they're not interested in networking, or maybe they've had experience in network marketing before, stuff like that. So when you have people like this, put them in a 3 months window or a 6 months window. When you place them on a 3 to 6 months window, find a way to keep in touch with them, like, hi, hello, how are you doing, stuff like that, so that, or become very active in your social media, so that they see you going to events, they see you sharing testimonies, they see you, building your business, being happy, being very positive in your business, so that when you now call them after 3 months to now know how they are doing and stuff like that, they won't be talking to you like you're a stranger. Why? Because they've been watching you all this while. So, like I've always said, there are things you can control and things you can't control. What you can control is what you do, not what the prospect does or what goes on in the prospect's life. Most times you can even pray for your prospect, so that they don't have any tragedy that will distract them from signing up with you. Okay, so that's why we have to be farmers. We have to play empathy, and that's why I have a lot of relationship. I'm an introvert. Okay, and but I've been able to build a lot of relationship online, both phone calls. I have a lot of people that I speak with that I haven't met with. Okay, and we are all good friends. Okay, we are all good friends, and I know in due time they are going to join my opportunity. Okay, so while I'm following up on them, is giving me more information, giving more detailed information about them. Okay, that will make them, like me, trust me enough for them to now take a step and say, okay, let me give this a try. Okay, so that's why your diary is very important. That's why you have to be farmers instead of hunters. Then another thing again, for people who say they are not interested, ask them for referrals. Okay, you can always ask for referrals. Ask them, okay, please, I know you're not interested, maybe, the kind of work you do, or maybe you're okay where you are, you don't have a need now, you're very, very okay. And I see you have a brand new car, I see you have a car, you have a viable business. I understand that perfectly. But do you know somebody who doesn't have same opportunity that you have? They're just looking for the best opportunity for them at this time in their life, so that they can start small and build big. So when you ask for referrals, trust me, you're likely to get referrals. Okay, you're likely to get referrals, and when they offer you referrals, do your part, follow up on the referrals. In further future trainings, I'll talk about how to get people, how to do get people to give you, people who are not interested to give you referrals. Okay, and the next training that I'll do on follow up, I'll tell you what to do with your diary. Okay, once you have them, once you have, you get the appointment and everything, because it's very very important. Because the mind, while we are busy pursuing what we are pursuing, the mind is a very busy, it gets easily distracted, that you might leave some vital information that might be important for you when you are building your business. Okay, that might be important for you when you are following up with the prospect. So this is very very key. This is very very key. I hope you had value, you got value from this. I hope you you got massive value, because it's one thing. I know it sounds interesting, okay, I know it sounds interesting, but most important thing to me is that you are learning from this. Okay, you're implementing from this, and also I'm also learning. Okay, so that's why I'm urging you guys to feel free to comment. Okay, feel free to drop in your views, your opinions on what I've done so far, so that it will help us become better. Okay, it's not just about me, it's about all of us. I want Helping Us International to go very global. Okay, I want Helping Us International, the vision of Helping Us International, and what it has in stock for the people, for it has in stock for people to reach a global level, like other big network marketing companies that we all hear about. Because poverty is the main reason why the world is in chaos. So I want to thank you for listening and urge you to subscribe to keep encouraging us to do what we're doing. Okay, it's not an easy task. Okay, times we used to do these trainings could have used for to do more prospecting, but I believe that if you help enough people get what they want, automatically get what you want. If I help enough people get enough, learn more about this business, especially those who don't have active uplines, or who don't have uplines that know about the business, like I experienced when I came into the business. I didn't have an active upline who was, there showing me the how to go about this, how to do this, how to follow up. Okay, so that will help those, so that when they succeed and we see more HY Hyundai Creta on the road, to make it easy for our neighbors, for our friends to easily join, to make it easy for you to contact somebody in Kano or Kaduna or Sokoto, for them to now join you, because they've seen HY car everywhere. Okay, so that's my wish for Helping Us International. So I urge you guys to subscribe. Okay, subscribe to the channel so you get immediate updates on the trainings that I release on a weekly basis. So take good care of yourself, have fun, share the video with your team member, download them on YouTube, or you can view them from my blog, chukwukaobeleagu.wordpress.com. Thank you for listening. Do have a great day.